Hi guys, so today I'm at Move 2023. What is Move? It's an exhibition that's happening here at the Excel Center, and basically it's the world's number one tech, mobility, and startup show. That's what they say it is. It's fascinating. It's a huge, huge event. And behind me, you can see this is the press lounge we're in. We can see some of the stands here, but you see the black bits behind me. There are individual conference halls, and each one of those is having a speaker session. In fact, they've got 988 speakers. They've got 300 exhibitors, 600 startups, and they claim that 10,000 people are. They basically say we created Move to promote and develop sustainable urban transport until finally Earth will have a sustainable, exciting, and creative transport system that is full of possibilities. Possibilities. Wow. Okay. Let's go out and see what the show is about and see what possibilities there are.
A brown car guy. Brown car guy.
Check out this incredible futuristic looking truck, lorry. This is incredible. I mean, I don't normally cover these sort of things. This is an HBS. This is basically hydrogen. So this is hydrogen power. Just look at that setup in there. And if you look in there, that's like a whole, that's like a room. Isn't that incredible? This thing looks amazing. It really does. But I just want to hang on. I can't actually get into the cabin, but I can give you a glimpse of it. It's quite luxurious with the door panels and everything. Check that out. Isn't that amazing? That's super luxurious. But this thing, so you can see here, this is from the UK, emits only water, hydrogen compression, 15 to 20 minutes to refuel, zero emissions, 600-kilometer range, 370 miles, up to 60 miles per hour, hydrogen power. Extraordinary. Looks fantastic. Move is all about startups. It's all about people bringing new products and new ideas. This thing caught my eye earlier, the e-attack. It says autonomous e-attack on there. It's got a lot of sensing equipment at the top, as you can see. It does have a driver's seat. Autonomous e-attack at your service. Level 4, self-driving bus. Carries university staff at Michigan State University. So this thing is actually being used. So this is incredible. This is what it looks like inside. Just a typical bus. Now, like I said, it does have a driver's cabin. Check it out. This is the driver's cabin. So I guess there's probably a driver on board, but claims to be level 4. How extraordinary. What's that over there? That's cute. It looks like an isetta bubblecar. It's sort of like the 21st century isetta bubblecar. In fact, look, they've got a picture of the bubblecar right there. It's the Microlino. I think I saw one of these fully charged. And it's got a hatch. And it's got a sunroof. So you can see it's got that. It's got a little bag as well. There you go. You have a hatch on there. Incredible mirrors, side mirrors. Do they double up as lights, maybe? They do actually double up as lights. No wonder they look like that. And then, of course, it's got canvas type sunroof. Extraordinary. And then it's got the front opening door. Quite remarkable. that's how you get into it.
Aber trotzdem muss man halt jetzt ein bisschen schauen.
Adjustable seats, as you can see. May I?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So let's have a look in here. Oh, can I even get in here? This is me getting in. Look at that. I do fit in here. My goodness, it's actually very roomy. If you can see that, there's actually tons of room in here. This is the selector is here. There's the wing mirrors with the headlights in it. Tiny little steering wheel. This is like a steering wheel out of a go-kart or something like that. You've got your indicators, look, wipers lights there, and then you've got your display there. Then you've got a further display on there as well. Thank you. And this is how it feels like. So you can set up your phone there as well. And then this is how. Oh, you got a little grab handle. You got look at this. It's like a cup hold. Oh, it's a speaker. Oh, so this is your stereo basically. And then you've got USB charging points as well. So quite an extraordinary thing. That's how that opens. So when you sit in here, it's not too bad at all. I'm actually quite comfortable here. It's quite astonishing. You got your little door pockets. Oh, you got a traditional handbrake as well, which is down here. And the light here. It's really quite remarkable. You know what? I'd really like to give this a go. This is a really interesting little car. Fantastic. The sort of things that you see at an event like this. So just a quick word on that as I walk away from it. Not on sale here yet, but it is available in Europe. It's classed as a quadricycle, so actually you can drive it without a license. Extraordinary, right? Very roomy, very spacious. The most amazing thing about it, it's got, well, I could say it's got a range of about 150 to 200 kilometers or so. That's not what's surprising. What's surprising is that the whole thing only weighs 500 kilograms. I mean, there isn't actually a normal conventional car that gives you that sort of weight unless you're looking at something like a Caterham, and I think that even they're more than 500 kilograms. That thing, an EV, one of the big criticisms with EVs is they're very, very heavy, but that thing is 500 kilograms, and it's an EV. Let's see what else is going on here. Check this out from ZF, driven by, what's that, Oxa? This is an autonomous mobile bus, van, people carrier, coach type thingy. As you can see here, actually on this graphic, this will be a good little way to check it out. You can see the displays on there and also on here. Basically, this is it. That's what it looks like in a model form. Basically, this is the vehicle that will get you around autonomously, I'm assuming. That's the idea. Let's have a look inside of it. No driver. Is this the front? I don't know. What's the front or whatever? You got seats, you got tables, you got screens, you got grab handles. Yeah, this must be the front. So all the seats are facing this way, or most of them are anyway. But no driver. How do you feel about that? Would you get onto one of those? Would you get onto one of those? Let me know. So I've been checking out some of the startups that are exhibiting here at Move 2023, and this one really caught my eye, Beyond Urban Mobility, and I didn't catch your name.
I'm Tim.
I've been talking to Tim about what this is and how does it work, and it's blown my mind because for car enthusiasts, for people like me that don't want to just sit on motorways and drive for hours and hours in a straight line, this thing could be a godsend. Can you please explain to everybody what this is and what it does?
at the end, what we provide is really customizable routing. So you really can decide, okay, these are my preference for my specific route, for my car, for my situation, with who I'm traveling, and then deliver a routing which is perfect for you and your needs in this particular case.
So let's break it down. So in terms of car enthusiasts, if I've got a nice sports car,
Correct.
and I need to go from London up to Oxford, but I
Correct.
don't want to use the M40 motorway,
Correct.
what can you do for me?
Then just choose the most curvy road and just go there.
So I literally can say I want the most fun road.
Correct. Most fun road or most scenic road, most the road next to the water, whatever you like in this situation. Yeah.
And the other thing that you showed me was that you've got photo spots in there. It can tell you where to go for a nice picture.
Exactly.
A picnic. So whatever your needs, it shows you where the attractions are. And what was
Exactly.
it about EVs that you were telling me as well?
I mean, when it comes to EVs, it is needed to know where charging stations are, yes, but you also need to take into account the road itself. So really need to optimize the routing for this electric car, because going uphill is perhaps not the best way with an electric car, or having a lot of curvature, right? So that really need to optimize not only the charging strategy but also the routing itself. So that's what we do then.
And tell me this, how does it figure these out? I mean, it says here AI-driven routing. It's like, how does it figure these out? I mean, when I go on car drives or car launches and events like that, I know that some professional drivers will spend hours and hours driving around these roads
Correct.
to find the best routes.
Correct.
But you can do this on this system. How?
At the end, we grab all data we can get legally, right? So that's what we do. For sure, we know where the streets are, then we map points, then our algorithms go through photo databases and weather data, land cover data, and put everything together. And I think that's where we are really strong, putting a lot of data together and delivering great routing. Right.
So I'm really excited about this thing, that you can basically decide what kind of drive you want to do and it will help you do it. How soon can people start to use something like this? Where are you at now?
We launched with 2 car makers. So within their applications, so you can, if you find the right car maker, which I am not allowed to disclose here, so you can use it, and it's currently driven around 2.5 to 3 million kilometers a month already with our routing engine.
Wow. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Do you think at some point in the future we might be able to download an app and use this stuff?
I mean, that's very much depending on the need in the market. Currently, our focus is on car makers,
Right.
and then let's see what the future brings.
Okay. How can people find you if they want to get in touch?
Just go on our website, so it's bearways.com, or add me on LinkedIn, which is Tim Kreuzfeld, and then we can just get in touch and see what we can do together.
This is awesome, guys. Get in touch
All
with
right.
these people and tell them that you want
Great.
this system, because I certainly want it.
And I just need to say one thing: we are also hiring software engineers.
Oh, well, there you
so
go.
we need a lot of them.
There you go. Get in touch.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot,
Great,
Tim.
thank you.
So one of the things I found here at the show is this thing caught my eye. I'm like, what is going on here? Now we know that we have emissions from tires. This has become a big subject of conversation, that the particulate emissions are not just from exhaust pipes, but also from brakes and from tires. And the Tyre Collective has a solution. And before we get into that, this is brilliant. I just want to show you these here. So these 2 cubes here, if you can make them out, you see the EV one is slightly bigger. This is particulate emissions from the tires over 1 day of use. This is from a bus. That's from a bus. That's 1 day of use. And then this is at London, right? This is London's longest bus route. This is London's longest bus route. And this is what they've gathered. And how they do that is they have this device here, which can actually capture them through a process of capturing them, but also through electrostatics as well. So basically the particles get charged as the friction on the tire happens. And then because of the charge, they can scoop that up. When they collect it, they can actually then repurpose it and recycle it. And this is using 3D printing. This is using 3D printing. They can print other things and other products with them. I think this is absolutely brilliant. I think this is a great way of approaching the problem. Maybe this is not the ideal size of thing that you want to have on your car, but it's a great concept. It's an interesting idea. It's certainly something that could help with this sort of emission from London's longest bus routes. Would love to know more about this. Would love to hear your opinions on it. Fantastic. So one of the things I found here is, check this out. This is basically a hoverbike. This is from Siren Aerospace. Very cool. Aircraft for urban mobility. Now there's 2 versions of this. You can see here, this is basically a cargo delivery thing. But then this is a bike, and I've got a model here. In fact, you can see it on that screen there. And if I show you the model here, you can see the handles, and this is where somebody would sit. And then you can see the wings and how it would take off. You can see in that video there that somebody's flying. And then basically you take the same modular system. So you take these wings off, you put it onto a blank body, and then basically you've got a cargo delivery mechanism. So this would be an autonomous system that could then deliver products or your shopping or your takeaway, to your house. That's how that would work. This is a startup. This is the company here. But this would also be used as something that could be used by emergency services to get around, or for adrenaline junkies, or as sort of mini taxis, because technically it could deliver you to your destination and then return back. Although, as you can see here in this video, although I have to say, I would be a little bit doubtful about getting on that. But I'll tell you what, an exciting project here, another startup here at Move 2023. So among some of the interesting things here are the world's first electric skates. And actually, if you look at the middle wheel in this setup, the middle wheel is actually this. And this is the electric motor, which sits inside the middle wheel, and then that drives it. You can get up to 35 kilometers per hour, and it gives you a 30-kilometer range. Now, the interesting thing is that whilst you can actually see the shoe here, and you can see the device, this actually is the hub. That's quite heavy, actually. That's quite heavy. And then this thing here, this is actually the battery pack. And the battery pack actually is something that you have to wear around your waist with cables running down to the skates that then basically power the skates and make them run. So that's really interesting. But of course, you can actually also use the skates. If you're a skater, then you know how to do that. You can use the skates as they are once the battery runs out. So that's quite interesting. It's not something I would try, but if you're into skating, it's an interesting solution to your urban transport needs. I wonder if it would be classed as an e-scooter. Hey guys, I'm here at Move, and I've caught up with my old buddy Salman from the UAE with Fuse, as you can see, and he's come all the way from the UAE to here to be at this show. Why have you done that? Why have you come here today?
Well, honestly, it's a really great show, and we believe that being here also enables us to expand, something that we're looking to do now as become an EMEA-based company. So one of the things that we're looking at is looking at first steps to establish a research and development center here in the UK.
Before we get into that, tell everybody what it is that you do. Just, I know that we've been on my channel before, but just remind everybody, what is it that Fuse UAE does? Actually?
So we're an electric vehicle conversion company. We take existing petrol vehicles from diesel or traditional fuel to electric. We've now got a lot of projects that work not only in the classic car sector, as we spoke about last time, but also in the commercial sector. So Toyota Hiluxes and things.
Oh, so this is something new now.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're looking actively at kind of putting down massive units and volume in the commercial sector, and as part of that, we're starting electric vehicle smart kits.
Right.
Smart kits that are basically able to take in data of all of that stuff and then relay to the cloud or logistics softwares.
So who's creating the conversion kits? Where are you getting them from outside? Are you making them yourself, or what are you doing?
So one of the things that we're doing is we're doing all of the engineering in-house. We reverse engineer, develop the solutions, 3D design stuff all in-house, along with components which we're the supplier, the dealers for. But then apart from that, all the software is being developed in-house as well. And what we do is we have custom coders. My partner Mihai is a technical officer. He's big on this, to develop and put it onto our own software, and then be able to work with other data cloud manufacturers to be able to integrate it in.
So with this smart technology, is it basically helping you to develop bespoke solutions for the Middle East? Is that what you're trying to do? Or?
Oh, we're developing bespoke solutions for the entire industry, not just the Middle East. Yeah.
Okay.
The idea with conversion kits is it's been manual so far, but we're looking to kind of make that a bit smarter, make that a bit more visible to logistics providers, as you would with a new electric vehicle commercial, one of the ones that we have. So rather than you putting down a retrofit solution, a GPS module, we would provide that within, so that you can then connect to your software directly.
Yeah. So, and what are you hoping to achieve out of coming all the way over here to London and to set up here this event? What's the idea? Why are you doing it?
One of the big things here is I believe the UK has a massive talent pool, and we're trying to tap into that. Trying to find good talent that's able to develop exactly what we need, especially on the software side. We believe that this is the right place to be able to attract that talent and to be able to then apply it to a more regional based company, which is what we're hoping to be.
Oh, okay, so are you looking for partners here as well?
We're looking for both partners and people with skills. We know that there's a lot of skill in the UK, so that's something that we're actively looking at now, hiring and getting in people into the business.
Okay, so how can people get in touch with you?
So my email is shussain@fuse.ae. I mean, you can reach out to all our social media channels.
I'll put the links below. So
Thank
it's
you.
fuse.ae, right?
Thank you so much.
So I know it's early because the show has literally just started, but what do you think of it so far?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, I've already met so many people.
Right.
People I know from Dubai, people I know from all around. There's so many people that we've seen, and so I believe this is the hub for a lot of mobility, especially in this region. So we're hoping that the show is great. It is early, but we're hoping to see and meet a lot more people.
Awesome. Thanks very much. See you again soon.
Thanks, Shahzad.
Brown car guy.
Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit the like button and share this video as well if you can. And while you're at it, check out these guys who also sponsor my content. I am deeply grateful to them because it helps me to buy new equipment, put fuel in the cars, and yes, buy a cup of coffee. You can do the same. Just go here or right here on YouTube. Just hit these three little dots down here and click on thanks. Make sure you're signed in first. My content is free, but this is how you can help me keep it that way. I may even send you a gift. Oh, by the way, watch this next.